Now Darren Farwell of the Farwell Group joins us so we can learn more about investing for our future tax efficiently. Good morning, Darren.
Good morning, Marilyn. And Marilyn, it's not always just about investing, as you know, because Marilyn, actually, a great number of calls we get from listeners these days concerns, well, of course, the stock market, but, even more, surprisingly, about estates and estate planning. It does make sense, of course, because, whether you're a widow, a couple just thinking ahead, or, whether you've chosen to live without a partner, there's a common concern amongst all these people, and that it isn't much fun to think about. It's one of those important practical matters that, you just know deserves your attention. Who will be your executor of estates? How will you manage your estate, your legacy, after you're gone? And importantly, the topic for today's discussion, who will manage your estate process on your behalf? Who will be your executor of wills to execute your wishes as you have outlined in your will? And by the way, if you don't have a will yet, stop listening to this radio show and rush out immediately and get one going. But back to the topic at hand. Who will be your executor? A person or persons, a friend, family, a trust company, or both, as you can name joint executors. In fact, a strategy we frequently see is a family member or members named jointly with a trust company or corporation. Thus, we turn back to the concern at hand. You need to name an executor of will. But in the current world, of heavy regulation and red tape around wills and estates, you aren't confident in any one person's ability to properly manage the task, and for good reason. We provide our clients with an executor checklist, and we're happy to send one to any listener who's interested. It's a comprehensive list of the roles, the executor of will responsibilities, and it's 2 pages long. It includes things like obtaining all documents, making an inventory of all financial property and personal assets, arranging professional appraisals, applying for probate, preparing estate T3 returns, dealing with digital assets, providing full accounting to all beneficiaries, and on and on. There are over 100 tasks. Now, at the Farwell Group, we don't care just about your money, your investments. We care about you. And we've counseled hundreds of clients, many of them widows, about how to manage your estate process. That's part of our total wealth management process. Who should be your executor? Should you use a corporate executor or joint executorship? Our process is 3 steps. 1, we listen to what your will and estate wishes are. 2, we listen to your specific life circumstances, number of children, whether you own companies or invested in real estate, multiple families, and complexities within the family, and so on. How complex is your estate is bottom line. And then number 3, in conjunction with an estate specialist, we review the pros and cons of various executor of will choices. One of those options is for a corporate executor. And 3 of the benefits of using a corporate executor are your wishes are expressed as you express in your will can be carried out in an impartial yet sensitive way by a third party. Number 2, you can rest comfortably in the confidence that comes from having a company with decades of professional estate experience doing the work on your behalf. A corporate executor has a contractual obligation to be up to date and do it properly, so you can be sure your estate will be handled in compliance with all legal and regulatory requirements. And number 3, it removes stress and workload and liability from family members and friends. The con is, it does cost money, typically between 2.5% to 5% of the value of the estate. Remember, it's no money out of your pocket at all, it's money from the estate. So, who are good candidates for using a corporate executor of will? If you have no family members with the time or experience to properly handle the job, when you have complex situations with stocks, private companies, and family businesses, or your beneficiaries are outside Canada with special needs or complex circumstances. So move ahead with a feeling of security and peace of mind. Call to set up a meeting, a virtual meeting, a telephone call, or visit the resources on our website, thefarwellgroup.ca.
I'm taking a breath because that's a lot to take in. 100 tasks for an executor in terms of responsibility. But you do have that executor checklist, Darren, and thank you for offering that to us. If anyone wants to speak to you about their estate planning or getting this executor checklist, how do we reach you?
Please feel free to call at 416-863-7501. 416-863-7501. You don't know what you don't know. The information is here for the asking. If you want an executor checklist or any other information, simply take down the number and ask for either Darren or Leslie at the Farwell Group. The number again, 416-863-7501. Thanks, Darren. I look forward to speaking to you again soon. You're welcome, Marilyn. All the best, and bye for now.